Good morning. Last time we studied about the TTL technology. Now we are going to start the MOSFET technology or MOS technology. Before to know about the MOSFET technology, we should know the N channel and P channel MOSFET. Okay, so we should know about this N channel and P channel MOSFET. So let us see, we are going to see enhancement type MOSFET. Enhancement type MOSFET. Okay, we very well know about the types of the MOSFET. First type is the depletion type MOSFET and enhancement type MOSFET. These are the two types of the MOSFET, enhancement and depletion type. And in that N channel and P channel, again these are types of the MOSFETs. Again, so this is the MOS technology. The symbol of N channel MOSFET is like this. So this is gate. Okay, so this indicates drain, this indicates source, and this one indicates the shield, which is internally connected to the source terminal, and the arrow invert or inside arrow indicates the N channel. For P channel, just you have to revert the arrow. Okay, source, this is shield. Okay, outward arrow indicates it is a P channel. Okay, so this is N channel and P channel type MOSFETs. This is the symbols. The dotted line here, the dotted line indicates, so this is a dotted line which indicates there is no channel present. Okay, so that's why it is enhancement type MOSFET. There is no inversion layer or no channel is present. Okay, so that's why it is known as normally off type MOSFET. Normally off type means initially channel is not present and there is no current flow from drain to source. Okay, as if we apply a gate voltage, then channel is developed between drain and source, and then current start to flow through the MOSFET. So this is a normally off type. Initially there is no channel, and when we apply a gate voltage, the channel is built and then current flows through the MOSFET. Okay, so for N channel, which voltage we require to create a inversion or channel, or the P channel, which gate voltage we will require to create the channel. So let us discuss one of the structure of the N channel. Okay, so this N channel MOSFETs is like this. So this is a P type substrate. P type substrate. Okay, so this is also known as substrate. Okay, substrate. This is source. Okay, so if for N channel we require a P type substrate, for P channel we require N type substrate, which is a lightly doped P type semiconductor. So here for N channel, heavily doped N regions are formed. Okay, heavily doped N regions are formed. The terminals are connected, named as drain and source. The source is connected to the substrate. Okay, so which is connected to the substrate. So then oxide layer is deposited near the on the outer side of this channel. So there is a channel, there will be develop a channel between the drain and source. Then there is a middle layer also formed over the oxide layer, and one external contact is made, and that is a gate terminal. Okay, so for N channel, if we apply a positive potential to the gate, positive ions are created or collected on the gate plate, and according to the capacitive action, it acts like a capacitor. Metal plate and semiconductor acts like a plate, and the oxide layer acts as a dielectric material. Okay, if we apply a positive potential to the gate, and the positive potential is stored on this plate, and according to the capacitive action, because of electrostatic force, so because of that, the electrons are collected between a drain and source region, and the channel gets completed. If we apply a positive potential to the gate, then inversion layer or N electrons are collected near the oxide layer between drain and source. So this is known as inversion layer, and by using this inversion layer, the electron from source to the inversion layer and to the drain, the electron flows like this from source. Source is the source of electron, so that is now named as source. Drain will take out the electron, so that's why it is named as a drain. Okay, so this is a kind of action of N channel. So for P channel, we require opposite voltage. If we apply a negative potential, then positive inversion layer is created between drain and source, and then current start to flow. That means channel is built. Initially there is no inversion layer. If we don't apply voltage, there is no inversion layer, no channel is built between drain and source, there is no current flows through this MOSFET. Okay, so this is the structure of the N channel MOSFET, opposite of the P type. Okay, so P channel. P channel means we require here heavily doped P regions, so N type substrate. If we apply negative potential, positive ions are created between this drain and source. So this is for the P channel. So here N channel, if we apply positive potential, then inversion layer is created between drain and source, and then electron flows through this channel. As we increase the potential, inversion layer increases. Okay, as inversion layer increases, more electron flow. Okay, that means there is more drain current. So the large number of electron flows through this channel. As we increase the potential, the more and more electrons collected. Here inversion layer gets wider, and the more electrons will flow. So this is known as inversion layer. Inversion. Why inversion layer? Because if you apply positive potential, you get negative electrons are collected, ions are collected between here. If you apply negative for P channel, if you apply negative, we get a positive ions are collected between this. So this is called as the inversion layer. So in short, you have to remember this point: for positive gate voltage, it is voltage of, we know that it is the voltage operator, there is no current from gate to source. Okay, so for positive gate voltage, n channel MOSFET will turn on, so this is the most important point for the discussion. So for positive gate voltage, n channel MOSFET will turn on, and for negative gate voltage, p channel MOSFET will turn on. So you have to remember these 2 points. For positive gate voltage, n channel MOSFET will turn on. For negative gate voltage, p channel MOSFET will turn on. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that these 2 points are most important. If you apply negative gate voltage for n channel, it will turn off. If you apply positive gate voltage for p channel, it will turn off. Okay, for positive gate voltage, n channel will turn on. For negative gate voltage, p channel will turn on. So like that, for we know that for NPN transistor. Okay, so for NPN, positive base voltage will turn on the transistor. Okay, if you apply negative, then it will turn off. For PNP transistor, negative base voltage will turn on the transistor. Okay, here positive gate voltage, base voltage will turn on in PN, the negative base voltage will turn on PNP. Okay, so this is the for transistor, and this is for the n channel MOSFET. So these are the points that are most important. At what voltage the MOSFET will turn on. For positive gate voltage, n channel turn on. For negative gate voltage, the opposite. Okay, positive n channel turn on, negative p channel turn on. Okay, so now we are going to see the one by one MOSFET technology circuits. So first we are going to see NMOS inverter. NMOS inverter. So this acts as a inverter. So this is the n channel MOSFET. So this is VDD voltage which is connected to drain to source. Okay, this gate is applied to A input terminal. Now if according to this point, for positive gate voltage, n channel will turn on. Okay, so if we apply a high voltage, high means positive voltage, so this high positive voltage will turn on, we know that. Okay, positive voltage will turn on, so this will turn on the transistor. Current flows through the MOSFET transistor, and as current flows through it, you get a low voltage, because this drain voltage becomes nearly equal to 0 as current flows through it, because it offers very low resistance. Very low resistance means there is a low potential drop across the transistor, so drain voltage becomes nearly equal to the source voltage. So you will get a VO, that is Y output is 0 now. So this is the inversion. So if high voltage means one state, If you apply high voltage, that is 1, if you apply 1 state, then it will turn on and current flows through it, you will get y equal to 0. If you apply 0, what will happen? If you apply a low voltage, that is 0, so because of this 0, this transistor will turn off. As transistor will turn off, there is no current. It offers a very high resistance to current flow and voltage is developed, so we get y equal to 1 for 0. For 0 we get y equal to. So this is simple kind of inverter. You should know this only. Positive voltage, turn on, current flows through it, output becomes 0, so y equal to 0. So this is the NMOS inverter. So here we are using a load resistance RL or R to provide a load. So this is known as passive load. Okay, so this is known as passive load. But the resistance is not easy to manufacture in the semiconductors. So these resistors are not easy to manufacture in the semiconductor ICs. So that's why we are using active load. Active load means we are using a same transistor which acts like a resistor. So in that case we require another N channel. So see here, always drain is connected to higher potential, so that's why we named as VDD. Okay, so here, so this is the N channel. Okay, and this gate is now connected to positive potential, so that because of this positive potential some inversion layer is produced and it offers some resistance to current flow, so it acts like a resistor now. So there is some current flow with some resistance. Okay, so then remaining part, below part is same. So this is A ground and this is 1. If A equal to 1, that means high, it will turn on. As it will turn on, then current flows through it, output goes low, you will get y0. So when A is 1, y equal to 0. If A is 0, it will turn off the transistor. As it will turn off the transistor, there is no current flow. It offers high resistance, so high voltage is developed across the transistor, you get y equal to 1. So this is a NMOS inverter. Okay, so this here we use a transistor in place of this resistor, so that it is known as active load. Okay, so transistor is active component, so that's why it is known as active load. Okay, so now we are going to see the next is a CMOS inverter. CMOS inverter. CMOS means it is combined of N channel and P channel, both. We are using both N channel and P channel. Okay, so we are using both the types of. So here we use a load as a P type. Okay, so there is another point you have to, for N channel you have to connect drain to the higher potential, but for P channel you have to connect source for higher potential. So it is also named as VDD. If not source is connected, so that's why it is not named as a VSS, it is VDD. Okay, so here the most important point is this. Okay, so this is P channel. Okay, in the P channel the source terminal is connected to higher potential, and here for N channel drain D is connected to higher potential. So the most important point, If you draw something different, then you will get the 0 marks now. Okay, so this is connected to now N channel. So this is N channel. So if for the N channel, drain is connected to higher potential, so it is drain. So this is N channel. So inward arrow indicates it is N channel. So it is source, drain is connected to higher potential. So you have to do one thing, both the gate terminals are connected common and named as A. Okay, the source is connected. So as if we apply a higher potential one state, so you very well know that as we apply one state, it will turn on, okay, it will turn on this N channel, and this higher potential will turn off this P channel. So off means it offers high resistance, it offers a low resistance, okay, and you have to observe the output Y here. So whatever it will turn on, the current flows through it, okay, it sinks the current, and you will get Y equal to whatever it offers very low resistance, and you will get the high voltage across the low voltage across this transistor, and you will get Y equal to 0. Okay, so this is nothing but a CMOS inverter. If you apply 1, you will get 0. Now if you apply 0, what happens? The upper transistor now turns on and lower transistor will turns off. So because of the turn on, the current flows through it, and it is in off condition when 0 is applied. Okay, so it is in off condition, it offers high resistance, and you will get the higher potential across this high resistance value. Okay, it offers high resistance when it will turn off. Okay, so when we 0, upper terminal will turn on, so it is off, it will turn on. So because of the 0, it will turn off. Okay, so it offers high resistance and high voltage is developed, so you will get Y equal to 1. So inverter 0 applied, you will get Y equal to 1. If it is 1, you get Y equal to 0. So this is the CMOS inverter. So for A equal to 1, it sinks the current, and for A equal to 0, it soars the current, because whatever the current flows through it flows out. Okay, so when upper will turn on and lower will turn off for 0 input. Okay, and what the current flows through it now, and it flows out, you will get Y equal to 1. Okay, so this condition is 0 and this condition is for A equal to 1. Okay, so this is a CMOS inverter. So now we are going to see the CMOS NAND gate. Okay, in CMOS NAND gate we require 4 MOSFETs, so in which 2 P and 2 N channel MOSFETs we require. So here in the CMOS NAND gate, 2 P channels are connected in parallel. Okay, the 2 P channels are connected in a parallel, and 2 N channels are connected in a series. Okay, so these are 2 connected in series and the 2 are is connected parallel. Okay, so this drain is connected to higher potential. We know that drain is connected to higher potential for N channel, and for P channel source is connected to higher potential. Okay, plus VDD is voltage source to operate, it is grounded. So now, so this is a simple connection, so don't make so complicated. So you have to observe the output voltage Y at the 2 series combination of this N channel, and also you have to make one another arrangement. You have to connect gate terminals of 1 P with 1 N. one P with one N, and another P is connected with get terminal of another N. So this is A and this is B type. Okay, so if for the truth table, AB input 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, and output is 1. So now we name these transistors Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Okay, so name these transistors. So here Y output, then transistors Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Okay, so this is the truth table. So input and output. So if both are 0 0, if both are 0 0, in that case 0 will turn on the N. Okay, 0 will turn on the P. Low voltage will turn on P. So this transistor will turn on, this transistor also turn on, because this 0 is connected here and this 0 is connected here. So this transistor will turn on, this transistor will turn on. So and these two lower transistors, so because of 0, N channel will turn off. Because of the 0, N channel will turn off. We know that. Okay, for positive gate voltage, N channel will turn on. For negative gate voltage, P channel will turn on. But here negative means low voltage. So for negative low voltage, this will P channel will turn on, and for this one, the low voltage N channel will turn off. Okay, so now the Q3, Q4, so these two are in off state and these two are in on state. So current flows through this and it offers high resistance. So we develop here the voltage, so Y equal to 1. So here Y equal to 1 we get for 0 0. Okay, similarly for all these conditions 0 1 and 1 0. So for 0 1, okay, for 0 and 1, so because of this high potential, so this N channel will turn on now. Okay, so because of this higher potential, N channel will turn on and this P channel will turn off. So as this is turn off, maximum current flows through, because it is 0, will, so it will turn on here and it will turn off. So because of the 0, the current flows here, so it is also off. So it develops high resistance, so high voltage develops, so we get again here 1. So in this case Q1 is in on state, Q2 is in off state, Q3 is in off state, and Q4 is in on state. So as this Q4 will turn on, but this is in turn off state, so current stops here now and it will develop high voltage. Similarly for this you will get 1, because these two, one of the transistor or both will turn off for this. So here for this the lower transistor will turn off, so for this will turn off, and for this will turn off. Okay, if we change 0 here 0 and 1 is applied here, then it will interchanges the states of this. So it becomes off, it becomes on, this becomes on, and this becomes off. Okay, so still this transistor is in off state and this is in on state. Okay, so that as current flows through it, So here it is on state, but it is in off state. So that's why it offers high resistance. You will develop the high voltage. So here we get for 1 1, if you apply both 1, then because of this high potential N will turn on and both P will turn off. Both P will turn off, this will turn on. So there is no current. So as there is no current and the whatever, because of this on state, the maximum current drop flows through here and there is a zero voltage across this ON transistor, because whatever the voltage it will drops here because these two are in on state. So we get here 0. So now Q3 and Q3 both will turn on and this both will turn off. Okay, so this both will turn on, this both will turn off. So because of that, so whatever these two will turn on, the current flows through it and develops the higher potential, develops the lower potential. So we'll get Y equal to 0. Maximum current flows through it. Okay, so this will drop the voltage. So this is the CMOS NAND gate. Similarly, you can discuss about the CMOS NOR gate. So in this NOR gate, the just opposite of this. So here two P channels are in parallel, two N channels are in series. So keep in mind that source is connected to higher potential. Here drain, for N channel drain is connected to higher potential. So here the little bit inversion. Okay, so here the two P channels are connected in series and now two N channels are connected in parallel. Okay, so this is the little bit change. So for NAND gate, two P channels are connected in parallel, these two are connected in series. For NOR gate, P channels are connected in series and these N channels are connected in parallel. Okay, so this is a little bit change. So just for 0 0, okay, for 0 0, so it will turn on these two and turn off these two. So there is current and you will get the here higher potential. Okay, for 0 0 you will get the higher potential and remaining for 0 1 1 0 1 1. So these two transistors, one of the transistor will turn on. Okay, for 0 1, so for 0 1, so because of this higher potential, it will turn on the N channel. So current flows through here, you will get 0. So in 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, so one of the transistor will turn on and you will get the 0 output. Okay, the current flows through it. For 0 1, current flows through here. For 1 0, current flows here. And for 1 1, so both the transistor, because of this higher potential, it will turn off, and because of this higher potential, it will turn on. So all total current flows through both the transistor and you will get Y equal to 0. So for 0 0 only you will get 1, otherwise for 0 1 1 0 and 1 1 you will get output 0. So this is some change between NAND and NOR. As I explained, this NAND gate, okay, so you prepare the table for the same for the NOR gate also, which will turn on and which will turn off. Okay, so this is a CMOS NOR gate and this is a NAND gate. Okay, so we are going to stop here now.